Okay, let's talk about the trend that's flooding your feed right now. Princess treatment, provider energy. If he wanted to, he would. Listen, I'm not here to shame that desire. I'm here to purify it. Because some of y'all aren't asking for devotion. You're asking for proof you're worthy. And some of these men, they're not providing, they're purchasing access, which means you're not being courted. You're being added to the cart. Hello, love, and Satnam. I'm Guru Amorah, founder of Ascension Academy and creator of the Enlightened Lover Course, where spirituality meets psychology, somatics, and conscious relationship mastery. And today, I'm going to help you hold a higher standard than the algorithm. Because yes, be cherished, but also be safe, be adored, and also be respected. You want to feel cherished. You want romance, effort, leadership. You want to be chosen without having to audition for basic care. I get it. And honestly, that desire is ancient. That desire is feminine in the most sacred sense. I want to be treasured. I want to soften, and I just want to trust. That's not too much. That's a standard. But here's why this trend is so charged. External princess treatment gets reduced to receipts. Dinner, gifts, trips, cash, and suddenly your worth becomes a Venmo request with lashes. Your nervous system starts using spending as a substitute for safety. So when he pays, your body relaxes. But when he doesn't, your body panics. And the spiritual problem, you start confusing being valued with being purchased. Beloved, you're priceless. So don't accept love that behaves like a transaction. If the only time he's consistent is when he's trying to impress you, that's not devotion. That's a sales funnel. If you've ever been underloved, underled, or asked to carry the whole relationship like an exhausted pack mule in cute heels, I totally get it. Of course, provider energy feels like relief, but I'm going to give you a more accurate filter so you don't mistake money for maturity. Because plenty of people can fund a lifestyle, but not everyone can hold a heart. Here's the plan. Simple, memorable, and nervous system friendly. The 3P filter: provision, presence, and partnership. Provision is not just money. It's stability, follow through, and effort. Presence is emotional availability, consistency, and repair. Partnership is shared values, mutual care, and integrity with power. If all you have is provision with no presence, you're not cherished, you're sponsored. And if you have presence with no partnership, that's sweet, but it won't sustain. You want all three. Here's the sacred provider versus the flex provider standard. Let's start with provision. A sacred provider doesn't just pay. They plan, they protect peace, and they follow through. Super sexy. They'll provide reliability, leadership, effort without resentment, and stability without control. Now, the flex provider, that's the one who spends loudly, then acts entitled quietly. He uses "I did this for you" like a leash. He makes generosity feel like a debt. If his giving comes with invisible invoices, you're not being courted, you're being managed. Look for these green flags. Does he give freely or does he give to gain leverage? Presence is texting consistency, not poetic randomness. Emotional steadiness and not hot and cold intensity. It's repair after conflict, not punishment, and curiosity about your inner world, not just your outer beauty. Because here's the thing, a man can take you to a 5-star restaurant and still emotionally abandon you at the table. And your body will know, even if the steak is perfect. Here's where we involve somatics. After spending time with him, do you feel more regulated or more restless, more secure, or more performance? Here's where princess treatment must mature. Partnership. Partnership is where standards grow up. Because a princess dynamic without partnership becomes a cage. Pretty bars are still bars. Partnership looks like shared decision-making, shared responsibility, aligned values, accountability without defensiveness, and leadership that listens. And yes, polarity is sexy, but polarity without integrity becomes dominance, and devotion without reciprocity becomes depletion. If you're his true queen, but you can't ask a question without him pouting, that's not royalty, that's daycare. So here's your real-world practice. The 3P audit. Provision. What does he consistently do? Not promise. Presence. How does he handle your emotions, your no, your needs? And partnership. Are you building something mutual or performing something pretty? Here's the standard. If he provides money, but not respect, walk. If he provides attention, but not consistency, pause. And if he provides chemistry, but not character, hell to the nah. Let attraction be easy. Let access be earned. Let love be real. If you don't refine this, you'll keep choosing princess treatment that looks good online, but feels lonely at home. But if you do, you'll choose a love where you can soften without shrinking, receive without owning, and be adored without being controlled. And if you want to train this deeper, discernment, attachment healing, somatic boundaries, secure love skills, come inside the Enlightened Lover Course. If you're done learning through pain, and if you're ready to learn through power, I'll meet you there. Here's your ending journal prompt. Where have I accepted provision as a substitute for presence? And what standard would make me unavailable to that? Sincerely and with love, Guru Amorah.